They want to arrest a former president. But this moment is about so much more than one man. It's about the future of a nation and the fate of its democracy. This isn't about justice or the rule of law. It's a calculated move to silence millions who dared to say, enough. The streets echo with voices demanding to be heard, yet those in power respond with force and intimidation. The message is chilling. If they can do this to him, they can do it to anyone. No one is safe when justice becomes a weapon, and fear replaces debate. We're watching a narrative unfold that criminalizes dissent and paints patriotism as a threat. The symbols we once cherished are now twisted to justify repression. The possible arrest of Jair Bolsonaro is the climax of a relentless campaign. One that couldn't win at the ballot box, so it weaponizes the courts. When elections fail to deliver the desired outcome, the system bends the rules to maintain control. The media, acting as the establishment's mouthpiece, has already convicted him in the public eye. Headlines scream guilt before a trial even begins, shaping public opinion and stifling honest debate. They're not afraid of justice, they're afraid of the people. The real threat is a united citizenry that refuses to be silenced, that stands together in the face of intimidation. This is an assault on our right to choose our leaders, to speak freely, and on the very soul of Brazil. When voices are locked away, the nation's spirit is wounded. When the state crushes opposition, democracy dies. The Constitution, once a shield, is now torn and ignored, leaving citizens in the dark. This isn't about liking Bolsonaro. It's about whether we'll stand by as Brazil becomes a place where the law silences the opposition. The line is drawn, and history will remember which side we chose. Will we defend our freedom or watch it disappear? The choice is ours, and the world is watching to see what we decide. Why do they fear him? Because Bolsonaro challenged the corrupt establishment and gave a voice to millions who love God, family, and freedom. The accusations are a smokescreen, a political assassination attempt using the judiciary. With Bolsonaro free, their grip on power is never secure. He's a symbol of resistance, and his ideas are more popular than ever. Imprisoning him is their desperate attempt to kill hope. But ideas of freedom and patriotism can't be caged. This is a battle for Brazil's sole globalist agendas versus a patriotic vision. Removing him isn't just about one man. It's about silencing the will of the people. They can't win by persuasion, so they try force. His imprisonment would be their ultimate victory over democracy. History warns us. This is the classic playbook of authoritarian regimes. Demonize the opposition, weaponize the legal system, and silence dissent. In Russia, Germany, and beyond, show trials and fabricated charges destroyed democracy. Today, Brazil faces a modern version: media smears, judicial overreach, and public intimidation. The law becomes a sword for the state, not a shield for the citizen. This is a slow-motion coup, not with tanks, but with judicial pens. The persecution of a political leader is a test of the people's resolve. If they can jail a popular former president, who's next? The fight for Bolsonaro's freedom is the fight for everyone's freedom. We must learn from history, or repeat its darkest chapters. The time to act is now. Want to see Brazil's future if we do nothing? Look at Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Cuba. There, opposition leaders were jailed, the judiciary became a tool of the regime, and dissent was crushed. The result? Poverty, fear, and mass exodus. The same tactics, weaponized courts, silenced media, and criminalized opposition are appearing here. The Brazilian left praises these regimes and copies their methods. They see democracy as an obstacle, not a principle. Imprisoning a former president would be the point of no return. It would signal to the world that Brazil has chosen authoritarianism. We cannot let that happen. The threat is real and urgent. Our judiciary has become politicized, abandoning its role as a neutral arbiter. When judges act as politicians, justice dies, and freedom soon follows. The law is now a weapon against political enemies, not a shield for citizens. Investigations against Bolsonaro and his supporters lack due process and are driven by political bias. Criticism of the court is treated as a crime. Free speech is under attack. Elected officials are silenced, and now a former president is targeted. This isn't about law, it's about consolidating power. If we allow this abuse, anyone could be next. This is not left versus right, it's freedom versus tyranny. Our courts must serve justice, not politics. The integrity of our legal system is at stake. Bolsonaro's real crime is patriotism, putting Brazil and its people first. He inspired millions to believe in their country, and that terrifies the establishment. They twist patriotism into something sinister, labeling it as fascism or hate. They want you ashamed of your flag, your faith, your history. Bolsonaro fought for sovereignty, economic freedom, and traditional values, and was relentlessly attacked for it. The system never forgave his victory and works to ensure it never happens again. Persecuting Bolsonaro is persecuting every Brazilian who believes in Brazil above everything, God above everyone. They want to make an example of him, to punish patriotism. We must reject this narrative and defend our right to love our country. Our love for Brazil is our greatest strength. Where are the defenders of democracy? Where are those who once stood guard over our freedoms, who spoke out when justice was threatened? The media, once a vigilant watchdog, now too often cheers on persecution and censorship, forgetting its duty to the people. Many politicians stay silent, some out of fear, others out of opportunism, and some simply because it is easier to look away. This lack of courage is a tragedy, a wound to the very heart of our society. But the call now is to you, the ordinary citizen. You cannot afford silence. Your voice matters more than ever. Your freedom and your children's future are at stake. What you do today will echo for generations. To remain silent is to consent. Silence is not neutrality, it is surrender. We must find our voice, each and every one of us. At home, at work, online, and in every space where our words can be heard. Let them know we do not consent. Let your resistance be visible and unmistakable. They want you to feel powerless, to believe your actions don't matter. But you are not alone. Together we are a force that cannot be ignored. You are part of a majority that loves this country, that believes in its promise and its future. The power is in our unity, in our shared hope and determination, in our voice and in our vote. Every action, no matter how small, counts. Transform indignation into peaceful action. It's time to awaken, to stand together, and to roar for freedom. Our last line of defense isn't a party or a leader, it's us, the people. The establishment wants us to feel helpless, but history shows united people can defy tyrants. We are millions who believe in freedom, family, and faith. They need us more than we need them. Our peaceful mobilization is what they fear most. Organize, communicate, and bypass censorship. Support those who stand for what's right. Make your voice heard at the ballot box and in peaceful demonstrations. Our unity is our weapon. Let this attack on one man become a defense of freedom for all. The people, united, will never be defeated. This is our country. We will not give it up. The time for hesitation is over. This is a moral struggle for Brazil's soul. Our nation stands at a crossroads, and every choice we make now will echo for generations. The values we hold dear are under threat, and it is up to us to defend them with unwavering resolve. On one side, There is a project to erase our identity and silence faith, to strip away the traditions that have shaped us. They want to rewrite our story, to make us forget who we are and what we believe in. On the other, there is us, standing together, defending sovereignty, family, and freedom. We are the guardians of our heritage, united by love for our land and for each other. Our cause is just. God, homeland, family, and freedom are our pillars. These are not just words, but the foundation of our lives and the promise we make to future generations. We fight for the right to raise our children with dignity, to live with pride in our culture, and to pursue happiness without fear. Our families are the heart of Brazil, and their future is worth every sacrifice. Find strength in faith, unity and love for our homeland, and courage in our demand for freedom. Together, we are unbreakable, and our hope is stronger than any challenge. Do not be silent or surrender to apathy. Every voice matters, and every action counts in this fight for our future. Rise up, Brazilian patriot, make your voice heard. Let your passion inspire others to join this movement for justice and truth. Share this message, talk to your community, and stand firm. Together, we build a wall of hope that cannot be broken. Let our flag be the symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for all who cherish freedom and justice. The world is watching. Let's show our strength and unity. Let them see the spirit of Brazil shine bright. The fight will be hard, but we will not falter. Our determination will carry us through every trial. For our children, our country, and our freedom, we will fight and we will win. The future belongs to those who stand up today. Brazil above everything, God above everyone. Now is the time to stand. Our destiny is in our hands. Let us rise together.